Hello, Marcus Pantheon of the Geeks. You join us for another Project Z expansion set unboxing. So today we have the Motorbike gang, which I'm really looking forward to doing because the two motorbikes you get in the main set of the race, I love painting them. And hopefully you'll see them in the videos, either if we do a showcase or when we actually play the game.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's have a look at the back of this. So we got this from Wargaming, if you haven't seen the previous videos. I said they're on the front. And we got them all as a big set, so we got all the expansions that were out at that time, including the dice.
Yeah.
So you may have seen these in the previous videos. If you have, I'm just rehashing what you've already seen. Otherwise, here we are. This is the picture on the back with this cool looking guy in the middle. And these ones look a lot like the two from the box set. It contains 8 miniatures, which will be, by the looks of it, 3 bikes, and then the rest of them will be stood up, or they'll be on the back of the bikes as like a pinion rider, if you will. We get 25 cards in this one.
Right, because we're just looking at the other boxes. I think you only get 19
yeah,
or
there's a lot of cards in this one. I wonder what they're going to say.
Yeah.
So let's get it open anyway. I'll get the sprues and the cards.
Were you hoping one of these might be a boss kind of thing? Like a boss
I'm hoping it is. It's what they kind of need. And it looks like there's going to be a lot of weapon options. I hope. To one side. So those are some cards, and there's another little pack of cards. So there we go. Have a look at them in a sec. Let's have a look at the sprues. So there's 2 bikes on there. Looks a lot like the original sprue. I'm trying to remember if there's anything different on that. I think that's the same as the one you get in the box. And then we've got a 3rd bike base there, so that'll be the 3rd bike. And this guy looks like the boss because there's the gun ammo belt. We've got some ammo caches there. There is a minigun.
Cool.
I'm sure that's a minigun. It looks like one of the Fallout 3 miniguns when you upgrade the barrel. Oh, I hope that's an option. It must be an option, it's there. Oh, I need that in my life.
Okay.
Okay. So there we go. And we get 10 bases for the ones that are on foot. So let's have a quick look at the cards before we start assembling the models. Can you open that one?
Yep.
Let's see what's there. Ooh, here we go. There we go. So we've got a gang bikers card, which is 2 bikers, like the one from the main set, with the rules on the back. We have a rival threat. Both teams have deployed this card to nominate a character on the opposing team. This cannot be a little kid. That character is slain by any members of this gang, not prospects. The team received 3 additional victory points. So again, the bikers, after reading about tactics and stuff, are very offensive. In many ways probably, but they're an offensive gang as in they're going out to kill the enemy. They're not really bothering about picking up the loot counters like the survivors are. We've got gang prospects, 3. That's cool. And with some grit. That's a good card. Turbos. All bikes in the team have been tuned up for extra speed. They received the run. I need that in my life as well. Gang biker and companion. That's same as the one from the starter set, I think. Trigger happy time. This card at the beginning of the action phase until the end of the action phase. All ranged weapons in the gang have 3 combat dice when shooting. After resolving the actions phase, everyone receives 1 additional reload token, including those. So you're basically shooting extra dice to get an extra reload token. So swings and roundabouts, but it could be useful. Again, gang biker and companion, no difference there. Rose on the back. Get the hell up. Play this card to automatically recover all the shocked miniatures. That's pretty useful. Saddlebags. That's also cool. Well. All bike communities in the team are fitted with saddlebags, loot markers collected by the team are worth 1 victory point. I suppose if you don't want to go all offensive and you want to start picking up loot counters, you get extra points for that. So that's a tactical choice right at the beginning whether you want to do that or not. Sawn-off shotguns. All miniatures are equipped with a sawn-off shotgun besides the weapons and equipment present on the miniature. That's awesome. A character can only ever shoot 1 ranged weapon per turn. That'd be pretty useful, especially on like just melee models. Gang members times 2 with 2 grit tokens. Our turf. The team counts as having the trait sneaky. The character is already sneaky, also receives the terrain trait. what's that? The contestant. Contester. There we go. So that's their archetype character. It's not very well. I wonder what the hell that was the first time I looked at it. I couldn't see it was the two faces from, like, you know, the smiley face and the upside. I can't remember what that's called.
Oh, the theatre.
Yeah, the theatre face. I could only see the shadowy bits, but it means archetype. I was like, now I can see it every time. It's weird. Unique wounds and a ram hindered and wheeled. Interesting. So that's like a, it looks like a female sort of outline with a Uzi. I have to build them then. Gunslingers, all prospects in the team change their profile to that, so you can switch them around to be better at shooting with clips and bullets. The very bad babe, fair enough. Unique, run, hunter and wounds, another archetype. Getting dirty, all prospects in the team change their profile to as melee experts, so you can basically build your crew with just killing in mind or shooting or whatever. That's obviously giving you a -1 to shoot. So you've got to decide this before you even stick them all together, I would say. Gang last chances. So they've got 3 grit tokens. There we go. Shootout, not about gang prospects only. Discard all card, remove reload tokens, immediately resolve shooting action with every prospect on the team. The shooting action can be done at any time after the player has resolved an action and follows general rules. And then we've got gang bikers, which is the same as the card again that we first pulled out. We've also got these ones over here.
You've got the biker boss.
Awesome sauce. Unique, ram, tough, wheeled, wounds, my stuff, minigun. Well, he's going to be belt. That's just it. There's a minigun on that bike.
That one's biker boss and companion.
Oh. Choices. Because obviously they're unique. Oh. I suppose you could have one of each, but I only want one biker boss. So it's either minigun or companion. I'm really going to have to think about that now. I really want to put the minigun on, but I like the image on the box where she's got a bazooka on the back. Oh, choices.
You've got a minigun.
Minigun, there it is. 10 dice. Burst, reload, short range. If without the companion, equip the miniature of the biker boss with a minigun provided the minigun has the following profile. Wow. Okay.
So this is a biker boss only. You want a piece of me.
Biker boss only. All biker boss receives +2 hits when an enemy character engages him in melee.
This one's the biker boss only.
So this second pack, which is biker boss stuff.
Biker boss, so, yeah.
Prove yourself and join us. Discard this card and force your opponents to choose one of their miniatures, but not an archetype. To abandon the team and join the gangers. Whoa. News prospect can then be activated normally during the gangers initiate. News prospect. I like that. This
one is actually a gangers only. It got mixed up.
Alright, no worries. So. All gangers in the team receive the tough special trait. Awesome. Well, there we go. Those are the cards. There are tons of options in there, and I'm going to have to go away and think about it. I'm going to build the boss now.
Yeah.
So when we come back, are these got letters on?
I hope so.
I don't think he does.
Oh no.
So this is the same as the original sprue anyway.
Oh, we should be alright with that then.
Yeah. So and this guy's was one guy, but you've got the biker girl on the back as well. So I'm going to go away and think about this, and I'll be back in a moment to decide how I'm going to put it together. Back and made some decisions on how I'm going to build these guys. So starting with the boss, here he is, and we are actually going to go for the minigun, which again I'll show you that there, the minigun, and there is the card. You'll notice it doesn't say hindering on him as well. I don't think that's a typo. I think it's because the gun's actually attached to the bike. It might be easier to fire, but it does say in the book, so leave in the comments if you've played this, that everyone who rides a bike is hindered, but then every card with that on has got hindered apart from him. So I'm not sure it was meant to apply to him, because he is an archetype character, he's a special character. So until it gets FAQ'd, I'll probably play it as the way that he doesn't need to be hindered by the minigun, because he could just use the bike to aim as he's driving along. I don't know. You could argue it both ways, but it doesn't say it on the card, so... Anyway, moving along. He's going to get the minigun. I also noticed this on the sprue. katana. Awesome. Might stick that on his back just for effect. And that's it. So we'll take the parts off we need to build the bike, and we'll be back once this sticks. So these are the parts off the boss's sprue I think we're going to be using. The other part's put to one side, which is basically the woman who's riding on the back. But I am going to be using her, because she's going to be riding on the back of one of the other bike instead.
Ooh.
She's got a bazooka, and that's cool. So we're going to start with this part of the bike, and the opposite side of the bike there, which is the engine part. Those two bits are going to get stuck together. I'll also take the opportunity to stick his legs together, because there's those two parts there. So let's do that, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so next, now that we've done that, I'm going to attach the top part of the bike, I think. I've also got to put these bits on as well. I don't know whether I'm best trying to put them on now or later on. I think I'll put this bit on next, and then we'll stick the body onto the legs. And they're ready, because this bit here, the bike fairing, has got the front part of the bike and his arms. So I'm going to have to stick him on to the bike, unlike the other riders, so I'm going to have to paint him on the bike, unfortunately. Or I could paint him separate, but I'll just stick him to it, because there's no second rider on this bike, so it should be alright to paint. Okay, so we've stuck the body on, but what we're actually going to do is stick these parts on first. That bit and this bit, because it's a bit easier. The bike goes, which way up is it? That way up.
Yeah, that way up.
The bike goes that way up, and then this bit here will go over, so that bit connects to the wheel. And there's a little bit that sticks out there, which goes on the front. So we'll stick those two bits on, and then I'll be back with you. Okay, so that seems to go on like that. It's not quite dry yet, because I want to fit the next part on and make sure it's correct. So the next part that's going to go on is the seat, which will go on the top, and then we'll also fit the wheel onto the fairing, which will just plug into the bottom, and fit the fairing onto the front to make sure everything is lined up correctly. So when I come back, all that should be done. Okay, so that's where we're up to. So next thing I'm going to do is quickly stick the body onto the bike and to the arms, so it holds everything in place. It's a bit faffy, this one, unfortunately. That just attaches on and is held in place at the moment by some sort of miracle of gravity. And that bit just goes on there, so you've got a two-person seat. But let's get the guy on the bike and make sure it's in. So there we go, after much fiddling, that's the he's sort of leaning, and so the bike is leaning, so you can't have it straight forward like I was hoping. Unless you did some serious modifications on it and used a different rider, probably, a different body. But that's fine, he's sort of leaning in like he is on the picture. So the last part of the bottom bit is this, which is the other pedal, so that needs to go on underneath his foot. We need to put on the old ammo belt there. We've got the head that needs to go on, that needs to go on his back, and we need to put on the minigun, which appears, there's a little bit of a groove under there, which appears to just sit on the front of the bike, like that. I'm going to visually confirm that with the picture that's on the internet. And if that is the case, I'll stick them together and we'll be back when he's done. Quick update. The exhaust goes on this side, and it lines up with the other foot pedal, if you see there. And then the top part of the foot pedal goes over the top of the foot, and the bottom part goes under the bottom part. So you may want to stick that on before you put the biker actually on the bike, but I don't know, it was easy enough just to shove it underneath because it's still a little bit wet. And that goes, you've got to make sure that the exhaust goes underneath the pedal at the back, or the footrest should I say, where the passenger would normally put their foot, because the exhaust goes like that. Okay, so there he is, pretty much finished. There's a little block there in the back of his sort of thigh, near his bum cheek, if you will. The only thing we can find that might go in that is this little pistol, because there's a little peg there on the back. Couldn't think of the word then. So we're going to stick that on, stick him to his base, and he should be done.
Yay!
Okay, so here is the big boss. Motorbike Gang boss. Finished in all of his glory. He was a little bit of an arse, stick together,
Yes.
especially no instructions. But I have stuck together worse, but not for a long time. But it looks amazing now he's together. I'm really happy with him. He does look cool. Right, so we'll see him again at the end with the rest of the gang. But we're going to put the other two bikes together, which is A and B. So I'll show you those parts in a second. But what we're actually hoping to achieve is the contester and the gang biker and companion. Okay, and I'm going to use as the companion rider the woman that's meant to be on the back with the boss. If you choose the optional extra, and it's got the bazooka. As long as she fits, but obviously we're going to have to wait until it's all together to see that. So that's what we're planning on doing. Plan sometimes change. So let's get all the parts for the bikes and have a look at them. Here are the components for the two bikes. The only difference between the bikes really, and you do get 3 fairings. That's the other one. I'm not going to use that because I used that on the other set. I can't remember which one of these I used, so I'm going to use these two. But the only difference with the bikes, the bodies, is the wheel inside the wheel. So you can see that one is quite jaggedy looking, and then that one's just completely full. Those are the only two things that match up. Everything else is pretty much similar and universal. So I'm going to stick the two bikes together. If you want to see a bit more on how I did this, you can go back and watch the starter set, because these are exactly the same as the starter set ones. Once they're together, we shall build the contester, and I'll show you what parts I'm going to use for that. So those are the two bikes. I've also got a pair of females' driving legs from the very first sprue in the starter set, because there's only one, and those are the ones from this set. So what I'm going to do, we're going to have 2 female drivers, and we have the arms for that. One's there and one's there. So in the other arm they're going to be given a weapon, and we're going to be using this body, and we're going to be using this body, and I've yet to choose the heads, so I'm going to get them in position so they're sat on the bike and actually in a position where they're actually driving, and then I'll choose the other weapons to go with them. So we'll be back in a second. Bikes with the women on. I'm just using my knife to actually stop that one from falling over, because it keeps falling over. So put a bit more glue on, and it should be setting as we speak. The one at the front now is the contester, so she's not going to have anyone else on the back, so we'll sort that one out. For her, I'm going to give her the sort of soldiers, kind of like a German soldier's hat, isn't it? It's kind of what you see the bikers with, sort of the Germanesque Nazi.
Yeah, hats.
So that's what she's got. I might paint it pink for fun.
Put a little skull on it. Are we the baddies?
Yeah, we the baddies. Yeah, that's what we want. Okay. And the only thing she needs is actually a weapon. So I have a choice of either a sighted pistol or an Uzi. I might go for the Uzi. Yeah, I think I'll go for the Uzi, to be fair. It just looks cooler. So I'm going to go for the Uzi. And if I can find some spare Uzis, I might put them on the bike, so I should kind of have a rack of Uzis maybe. That could be fun. So we'll do that, and then she's finished basically. So we're back, and if I can find some extra weapons from the other sprues, I might put them on. Why not? She is finished, the contester.
Cool.
So we put an extra Uzi on, so it's going to be counted as having a rack of Uzis. I actually put a cellar bag on the front as well, just to make it stand out a bit more. And I've put a shotgun on the other side. Not that she could use a shotgun, but she can if you take the card, which gives everybody in the gang shotguns. So that's just to remind me of that as well, because I have taken that card. And I've been figuring out which cards to take. So that is her. We shall see her again at the end. Now we shall move on to the bike with companion rider, and we'll bring on. We've seen the bike. We'll bring on the parts for the companion rider, and we'll make sure she fits, because this is the one that goes on the back of the boss. So if this doesn't fit, oh dear. But we've got the bazooka, the head, and the other arms and parts here. So I've got body, legs go on there. So I'm going to stick them together first, see if they fit. Then we have the bazookoid there, head there, and we have the two arms. I think are they both holding the bazooka? That makes sense. No, just one arm's holding the bazooka. Okay, so the other one, have we got... Oh, that's the other arm, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that one's just for holding on to the driver, basically.
I assume the other one is depending on how high you want the bazooka.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Cool. Right, so we'll stick her together. That's an optional gun that she's got if you don't want the bazooka, but that's going to have to go, I'm afraid, because it's bazooka all the way. Oh, the driver, I'm going to give her this head, so the hair doesn't get in the way, because I wanted to give her the Outrun one that Claire kept talking about. But the hair is going to go a bit far back. I think it might get in the way of the rider. So maybe if I do some more in the future where they're just single people on bikes, because I could do with a few of them, because you get two on a card. I'll use the Outride woman's head instead.
Outrun.
Outrun woman's head instead, which leaves this weapon. I think is the only weapon I've got available, unless I give her a rifle. But I'm going to give her the Uzi instead. Uzi's a lot.
I think there's a silencer on the front of that as well.
Yeah. So she's going to get the Izzy. So I shall back once I've stuck them together, and hopefully they all fit. Otherwise there'll be a lot of swearing and I'll have to come up with another idea.
And I'll run off.
But I won't really, I'll just use one of the males and prise the body off to make the female stand up. But anyway, I'll be back to let you know if it is. Bazooka Girl, complete with ponytail on the back of the head. That's what that is. Yep. She's sat at a really awkward angle because she's meant to be holding on to the boss, who's moving over to the left. So the angle he was at the beginning. But she does just fit on. So I'm going to do this on camera, which is obviously going to be a mistake because everything's going to fall apart. But here is our driver. Here she is. Just using the normal parts. The hand does fit in there, just. And then we have Bazooka Girl, who will fit on there. With her hand sort of does go down onto her shoulder, but they fall off a bit like that. But once it's glued on, it'll be fine. I need to paint it first before I glue them on. She is off at a bit of an angle, but that's fine. It should look alright once I've glued them into the correct positions. Anyway, so that's the bikers done, and we shall now move on to the other models from this set. So there are 4 more models, and how we're doing them is 3 gang prospects and the very bad babe. The very bad babe, I've been thinking about this. She does have +1 to her shooting ability, which is rare in this gang, but she's have +2 to her melee, so she's going to be getting a melee weapon. And the gang prospects, I haven't decided what I'm going to give them yet. So we shall start with her. So for her, I'm going to be wanting the 2-handed axe. I'm going to be wanting this body. I'm going to be wanting these legs. The one that you said looked like a pirate's head.
Yep.
That one there. And I'm going to need one of these arms. I don't know which one it is. Just hanging down by her side. Like so. So she won't have any ranged weapons, which is a shame because it doesn't really take advantage of that. But she's have a 2-handed axe, which will take full advantage of that.
Can you not put a pistol on her or something?
I can, but she won't be able to use it.
Ah, right.
So I could put it on, but you can only use one 2-handed weapon.
Ah.
Or you see, the thing is, you can't decide to change, because she could use a 2-handed weapon as a 1-handed weapon, but it loses part of its punch, uses the round ability. But she does have Hunter, which means you can engage within 6 instead of 2, and Unique, and she also has Wounds. So she'll be good for getting up close and personal. So I can't really take advantage of the +1 to shoot, but I can take full advantage of the +2 to combat. So I'm going to build her that way. But you can build her any way you want. You can give her a chainsaw if you want to convert it. That'd be pretty cool. So anyway, we'll put her together and we'll see you in a sec. There she is. Badass. She actually looks just like one of the ones on the box as well. Cool. She's just leaning on this axe nonchalantly, and she's about to do somebody in with it. So that's pretty cool. I do like that one. Excellent. So the last one is the 3 gang prospects card. So we've got the 3 male bodies left off the sprue. So we're using all 3 of those for this one. These. I haven't decided what weapons or heads. What I might do is I might have a quick route through some of the other ones and see if I find a chainsaw that I want to use. I can't remember, but some different weapons might be cool because I've got a lot of close combat stuff and not really a lot of shooting stuff in my gang so far. And we get the shotgun, pistol, and another pistol, and that's pretty much the extent of the shooting stuff here. So I'd like some different weapons because there's nothing to say I can't convert them. It says they can have whatever weapons they want. So I'm going to have a look through the collection. I'll pick some heads and I'll be back when they're done. The 3 guys, the 3 prospects finished. I basically kit bashed more than converted, shall we say. Converted might be a little bit too. They weren't really converted. It was kit bashed from the male survivors mainly. So this guy, he's got an M16. This guy's got a missile launcher and a backpack. And this guy's as close as I'll ever get to actually having Ash from Evil Dead, because he's got a chainsaw and he's got a shotgun. But I can't use both of those. But I can if I'm in the biker gang and I give everybody shotguns for free. So basically, yeah, that's as close as I'm ever going to have to having Bruce Campbell's Ash on there. So I might just call him Bruce and done with it. I also put a little gas canister on his base to make it look like he just refueled the old chainsaw. And yes, I did think about cutting his hand off and just putting the chainsaw on the end of it, but I thought I'll not make it too much like that. Just in case they ever do bring him out. I live in hope. Right, so let's have a look at the whole gang together. So there we go, all together. Move the camera a bit, there we go, you can see them. So we have the bareback babe, we have the contester, we have a biker and companion, obviously with a missile launcher. She does have a little revolver in this. I don't know if once you've used your weapon whether you can use another weapon. I have to read the rules again. I don't remember seeing anything like that. Obviously got a boss man, big boss, Snake, and the 3 prospects at the back, including Bruce. There we go. So quite a cool gang. I love the fact that it was quite easy to kit bash them, to get some extra weapons, because there wasn't really much variety.
You kind of ran out, didn't you?
You have shotguns and pistols and Uzis, and that's it. And you got a card that give you all shotguns anyway, so you can't dual wield shotguns. So I just think that's cool. I'm glad, pretty cool the axe there as well. I like that choice, because technically she'll also have a shotgun if I do give that card. And the card I do keep referencing is Samuel Shotgun's card, which you probably saw right at the beginning. Put that on there. There you go. So there's a card you can give. And just of interest, I also gave Turbos Get the Hell Up. And You Want a Piece of Me. Yeah. I'm sure that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and only the toughest riding me, so they're all tough. So we'll see how that works when we actually play again. But that's it for today. That's just putting them together, and thanks for watching. I hope you'll enjoy the Project Z's we've done and the ones we're going to be doing. Please like and subscribe for more. Obviously we've also got Marathon Mondays. We've also got Zombicide when we get around to playing it. We are going to do that soon. For anyone who watches the Zombicide ones, we've only done the Mission 0. We're going to do Mission 1 and going to see if we can go through each one. Yeah. While at the same time slowly painting them up. But we've not got to that yet, because we're painting these guys. Project Z's kind of jumped to the front of the painting queue. So we'll see you again soon, and the next Project Z, before I go, will be the Special Ops team, so stay tuned for that. That's Claire's crew. My crew. Yep. Yay. So I said please like and subscribe, help us out loads, and take care guys. We shall see you again soon. See you soon.